things could get better. One Thursday, I was doing household chores, taking a leave from work. Marcin was usually quiet, sitting in the living room, barely looking at me. Later in that evening, he told me his friend Patrick was coming for dinner. Patrick was always unsettling to me, with a sneering demeanor that mirrored the actor from Shining, but I didn't say anything to avoid another fight. Around 9, 3 of us sat down to eat. Marcin and Patrick shared some private jokes, laughing loudly while I ate in silence. The tension in the room felt suffocating, but I stayed calm, thinking about my son and how this was just another moment to endure. I excused myself after dinner to clear the dishes, hoping to find some quiet. Then, as I turned to leave the room, I felt a sharp, cold pressure against the back of my neck. Before I could react, an electric jolt surged through my body. My knees buckled, the world spun, and everything went black. Sound of digging and dirt hitting a hard surface woke me up. Opening my eyes, all I could see was pitch black darkness. My wrists were bound tightly in front of me with tape, and my legs felt like they were pinned together. I tried to move, but the confined space pressed back against me. Panic started to set in as I realized I was inside something small and tight. Maybe a box. I screamed for help, my voice trembling with fear.
Marcin! Marcin, what's going on?
Muffled voices answered, their tones chillingly casual. She's awake, Patrick said, his voice almost amused. Good, Marcin replied. Let her scream. It doesn't matter now. My heart raced. What did he mean? I strained to hear more, but the sound of dirt hitting the box drowned out their words. My breath hitched as the reality hit me. They were burying me alive.
Please don't do this!
I screamed, kicking and thrashing against the walls of the box. My pleas grew more desperate as the dirt piled on, muffling the sounds of the outside world. And then, a few minutes later, I heard a Marcin's car drive away. Oh God, they left me to die. Inside the box, the air grew hotter and thinner. The darkness pressed in on me, choking me with fear. My mind raced, trying to understand how the man I once loved could do this. Why? The dirt continued to fall, sealing me away from the world. My body shook with sobs as I clawed at the tape binding my wrists. Then, I felt it, the sharp edge of my engagement ring. My breath caught in my throat. Could I use it? It was small, but it was something. I twisted the ring against the tape, grinding it back and forth until my fingers throbbed with pain. Time seemed to stretch endlessly, the weight of the earth above pressing down on the box and on me. Finally, the tape snapped. My hands were free, but the battle was far from over. Using my hands, I pushed at the cardboard walls. It was weak, but reinforced by the weight of the dirt. I clawed at it with everything I had, tearing through it piece by piece. My nails broke and my fingers bled, but I didn't stop. Finally, the box gave way, and dirt cascaded around me. I pushed through, inch by agonizing inch, until my hand broke the surface. I gasped for air as I dragged myself out of the shallow grave. The cold night air hit my skin, sharp and stinging, but it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever felt. I stumbled toward the road, my legs trembling with exhaustion. My clothes were tattered, my hair matted with dirt, and every part of me ached. When I saw the faint glow of headlights in the distance, I screamed for help, waving my arms frantically. The car slowed, its driver staring at me with wide, terrified eyes. At first, they hesitated, but when I collapsed onto the ground, they rushed to help. My voice was hoarse, barely a whisper, as I told them what happened.
Please, help me. They tried to kill me.
The cops eventually arrested my crazy ex and his friend for attempted murder. I fought my